The whole world watching the Cup. We're talking about the World Cup with the majority on television, including those of us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. But that is not the case for a local soccer team. BCSN's Mark Kuntz talks to the Anthony Wayne General girls soccer team who witnessed the red, white, and blue in person while visiting France just a few days ago.
It began 8 years ago when planning a trip to the 2015 Women's World Cup in Canada. Anthony Wayne's girls soccer program said, what if we go to France in 2019? So earlier this month, a party of 76 players, coaches, and family members went to Europe and saw Team USA play and win a pair of games.
Our senior class really got together, planned out. We said we really want to go to London, we want to go to Paris, we want to watch the game, so I'm really happy with how it turned out.
It was really an exciting opportunity, and I didn't really think that we were going to have the chance to go, and then it got closer and closer, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're actually going to go to Europe.
I was so excited because you think, like, you watch them on TV, and you don't realize, like, when you're in person, like, how real it is, that they're right there. It's so cool.
But they did more than just watch soccer. Through their tour group, they played a pair of Dutch club teams.
It was neat. The competition level was 2 different levels, so that was good for different reasons, to get to see what it looks like in their facilities and get to play with different language barriers and things like that. It was very interesting.
The play was definitely a neat experience. The Dutch girls had a much different style of play, and I think that's something we could help incorporate to our own game.
We got to talk with them after the games and speak to them about their life and how they do their day-to-day, and it's different compared to ours.
A lot of them were able to relate to us on some stuff. I met a girl who's going to South Dakota for soccer, so her English was very good and spoke to her a lot. It's really cool. We talked to them about how we have high school. They were shocked that we practice every day because they said they practice 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and they only have club. And I don't know, it was a little different because they don't get to experience the high school soccer. For them, it's just club year-round.
But the 11-day trip with stops in England, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany wasn't just about soccer. The team that helped set the itinerary insisted on visiting historical sites.
Our last city was Reims, and that's where they surrendered for World War II. The Germans surrendered, so we actually got to go to that point where it happened and saw the memorial of where that was at, and a very powerful day.
My favorite part, I think, in terms of where we went, was probably visiting Normandy and Omaha Beach. It was just a very sombering experience, but I think it was something that we really wanted to do, and we wanted to experience part of the history while we were over there, and I'm glad we did it. It was very cool to see.
We went to the cemetery, and they started playing the national anthem with bells, and everybody just froze in the entire park. And it was a pretty large park, and put their hands on their chest and just absolutely froze. And then they played taps right afterwards, and there wasn't a dry eye, I don't think, in the park. And some veterans actually dedicated a wreath to at the site. And it's just one of those things where those students would maybe never have that experience otherwise, and to be able to live that and it was very powerful for the girls and, like I said, and for myself for sure.
With the globe-trotting Generals, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.